At least it wasn't a JV3.
And DeBrain takes a 2 over ARAM. ARAM locked into losers and ready to move on to our next winner's quarters match. That was the least amount of damage I've seen from a move ever. That dive kick, especially against the likes of a Jala. Like, that was kind of silly.
Alright, so next up we have NalaChu versus Arbuz.
Arbuz representing Azoth? I have yet to see
Oh,
Arbuz play on stream, now that I think about it.
Yeah, I haven't seen him either.
So we have another Azoth player coming against the likes of NalaChu playing on Asuri, saying NalaChu. Hopefully shouts to Chugum? Not quite sure. I know they were talking about Chugum a little bit in the chat, Turtle Galaxy. Shouts to Turtle Galaxy, our resident stream troll. And we're going on to game 1. I do not know.
Not a troll, he's a meme. He's the resident stream meme.
The resident stream meme.
Yeah.
Sounds a lot better than troll, actually. Yes, I agree.
3, 2, 1.
Alright.
Rest in peace, Frosty Fern. We don't get both of our memes today. And NalaChu opening up with a sword. What were you about to say, Orange Bee?
Probably nothing important. I wouldn't worry about it.
Bow comes out, sidelines being used. Arbuz actually gets that N air and follows up with an N light. Doesn't connect, and side air connects as both players are trading evenly. D light there, however, comes out from Nala. Doesn't get the N light follow up, and both players are exchanging moves almost completely evenly here. As a weapon toss comes out, both players exchange weapon tosses. N air sends NalaChu high. They're both basically just playing up and down in the center of shipwreck here, and both players are brought into orange. These are dead even trades.
Yeah, they seem to be playing very similarly, or as similar as you can play, given the weapon differences. They're both using like these really well-timed weapon throws to interrupt anything that the opponent's trying to do.
Now I guess that's sidelight, but both players are finding themselves as kill percent here, and I give the favor to the axe when it comes to these little strings, unless Nala's able to get that recovery. Wow!
Really nice side air there to catch Nala off guard, but he is in deep red. I think a downlight Sarah will actually kill.
No,
Not
sends him
quite.
flying. Another
one will.
D-light Sarah will, and Arbuz just
Actually, that'll probably just do it.
encounters the same death that Nala just did, right? Double Sarah, essentially. Sarah recovered into Sarah, and Nala just returns the same thing. And as dead even as those earlier trades were, so are the stocks. And Arbuz and Nala go back to sparring it off in the middle of the stage. Guitar's in Nala's hands as he goes in for that down area. Actually gets a nice string, but doesn't get the recovery follow-up. And Arbuz is taking a little bit of a damage deficit. Has the axe in hand, and Nala's finding a little bit more comfort in this game as he holds onto the guitars. As the end light tries to go in for a down air, gets hit by a down air from Arbuz, but Nala's taking the lead slowly but surely. Down air nair coming out from Arbuz, however.
Yeah, these nair reads from Nala were actually pretty bad, but he was getting some good dare combos off, which allowed him to keep up in damage. A really nice down air combo with the sword catches Arbuz off guard.
Ooh, the down sig coming out, trying to read Nala's dodge in, and Nala just spot dodges in place, doesn't risk it, and the down air comes in from Arbuz. Both players in the red again, but a D-light side air will disarm Arbuz. Will this be another side air kill from Nala? Yes, yes, it will. These are like the most linear recoveries coming from both players. They're just kind of like, all right, I hit one D-light Sarah, just end it. And Arbuz most likely going to be ending it with some Sarahs of his own. Goes for that down sig over, and Nala got the stock. Wow!
Gosh, Nala with a massive gimp. He takes it.
And he recovered! He recovered onto the stage to give him a salute as he falls to his death. That is devastating.
Gosh. Nala, you're crazy. Oh my gosh, that was beautiful.
So Arbuz making that look completely even up until the very last stock in which he was just through to death. Guitar string of the day, for sure. I've never seen a successful guitar string gimp from like that on stream. I know there's been plenty of like recordings and examples of that, but to be able to see that happen in a tournament match, especially winners quarters, at an EU tournament, that was quite good. And
gosh, sometimes it just feels impossible to recover against guitars because you dodge early and they wait and then you die. But if you don't dodge early, they can just go off on a string like that and you're dead. Like, it's a guessing game, and guitars always have potential to gimp you 100-0. And that's what keeps them balanced. Because, like, in the neutral game, guitars in general are pretty weak. And people complain about it sometimes, about how awful it feels to play guitars. But when you're capable of doing crap like that, you know, you gotta have trade-offs. And being able to do stuff like that is just absolutely insane. We don't get to see it very often, but when we do, oh man.
And you just gotta know that that feels bad for the player that got hit by that string as well, because
Oh yeah.
because Arbuz definitely wasn't playing poorly for the
Yeah, that was a really close game. To just lose it to something like that,
Yeah.
it's got to feel bad.
And Nala opening up with the guitars that just finished destroying Arbuz as Arbuz picks up the axe himself, wants to trade a little bit evenly. I've always really liked axe in the guitars because I feel like it's very easy to be able to punish a lot of those openings with a D-light coming from the axe. I remember like a lot of players that if they're not careful with the guitars and they always try to open up their strings with down airs, you could just constantly swat them away with the axe. It's almost like an anti-air tool. And Nala, showing that he's not phased by this axe plays, he takes the stock. Cider just does it.
Goes ahead and takes a 30 or 25 second stock with his guitars. I mean, Nala's just showing absolute dominance in this matchup right now. Arbuz is like incapable of returning anything onto these guitars, but he does actually find some success with unarmed of all things.
And he gets a what that ground pound set Nala up and disarmed him, sending the guitars down. And Arbuz actually winning out in these trades with unarmed against the likes of guitars and 2 recoveries in a row. Nala, what's going on? Dodges past it. This is 3rd recovery. Nala's about what? Whoa! That side stick comes out. Arbuz gives off the salute, and that was crazy. I'm not sure.
Unarmed is apparently OP versus guitars. It's funny, I always consider unarmed to be like really, really bad against guitars. Guitars just have all the tools to like destroy people trying to go after you unarmed.
I agree, and Nala goes in for that.
Actually found a ton of success with nothing but unarmed. So.
And now that he's back on the axe, he's finding himself at a deficit again. I just say just toss that axe into Nala's face and hit him with your fists. Like, come on, like, did you just see what you did?
Yeah, go back to Fisticate, dude, it was working.
Cider comes out from Arbuz when Nala's winning out on these trades. He's just waiting for Arbuz to come back into the stage. Nala's got complete control of center, but Nairs are landing, and Nala tosses his guitars away, oddly enough, and a downer sends Nala into the red. That Cider will do it, and Arbuz chases Nala off the side of the stage, tries to go in for a side light, doesn't work out, and that Nala cat misses he reversed the Cider on that D-light. I'm not sure. Downer comes out, Arbuz recovers high, and Nala cat, who was ahead, is now looking to make it quite even as he tries to go for a ground pound. Should have just waited for that Cider. Arbuz was about to jump in that Cider once again, you know it. And the ground pound comes out. Arbuz with the bow in hand reverses the Cider. Both players not finding any kills on each other, and the Cider comes out. Arbuz can't end the stock, and neither can Nala.
Nala looks like he has a chance for an edge guard here. He gets the dare, and that should be it. Yeah, nice little dare unarmed there to finish stock off, but he is got a ridiculous amount of damage on him. Anything will kill from the
yeah, but Nala with those guitars. Okay, whoa! I didn't know he had that much damage on him.
He had a lot. So he's gonna leave that up to bait Nala, and he gets the side light, but doesn't follow it up on anything.
Arbuz actually gets a downer into side air. Another downer comes out. Nala on the sword, not really showing up on it, and he gets that downer off. But Arbuz is actually trading quite well now. Downer comes out. As the axe in hand tries to go for a cider, Nala punishes the side light. Nala on the sword tries to get that D-light combo started. Arbuz lands with the side air, and Nala. Both players.
So far, the game is extremely even as both players are nearing kill percentage at the same rate.
Ooh, Nala fishing for this D-lights, and Arbuz is able to punish with the down air once again. Down air's just landing every once in a while, but that D-light cider will send Arbuz flying. Also disarms with that chase dodge cider, nearly ending Arbuz's stock as he tries to land in. He actually dodges out of that signature, gets the dive kick, but the cider once again, NalaCat looking to end the stock as Arbuz recovers high. Ooh, doesn't get the punish. Very risky recovery coming out from Arbuz as another cider clips him, and he tosses his axe straight into Nala's face, throws him off guard as he doesn't even dodge out of the way of it, and that will do it.
That might be it. The weapon thrower finishes it off. He had to use his dodge to not die from the momentum, and so the weapon thrower was just free.